BBC Radio 6 Music.
Discover all the latest shows, sessions and mixes from 6 Music on the BBC Sounds app.
6 Music.
Right now, 6 Music's artist in residence with Pet Shop Boys.
We are the Pet Shop Boys. I'm Chris Lowe.
I'm Neil Tennant, and for this final of our 4 artist-in-residence show, 2 on TV shows, much to their chagrin, I believe. Anyway, it still sounds quite good, I think. So, Chris, what's the next record?
The next one is a mix of Young Offender that Jam and Spoon did for us, the Trip-O-Matic Fairy Tale mix, and we were obsessed with the Age of Love track. So,
but also they had a great double album in that. Actually, it's the same sort of time.
Yeah, but the track you want, if you only had one, would be Age of Love. Actually, we went to Mark's, is he called Mark's Spoon? They had a fantastic club at Frankfurt Airport called the Dorian Gray, and he was DJing that night, and then we had a fantastic night, and the hotel was just literally across the
road from there.
Yeah, so it was, you can't imagine in London having a really great nightclub at, Terminal 5 at Heathrow.
I don't think you can imagine it in Frankfurt now, really, to be honest.
No, yeah.
But it was different times. This is actually officially my favourite remix we've ever had done.
Yeah, I'd probably go with it. Well, actually, I don't know all of them. I mean, I can't recall all of them, but yeah, it's a very good one, this.
What's your defense? You're younger than me. Obviously, I know.
want me enough. I'll put down my book and start falling in love.
give whom the bigger surprise.
That was us, the Pet Shop Boys, Young Offender, with the Trip-O-Matic Fairy Tale mix by Jam and Spoon. Their album, actually, I loved, was called Trip-O-Matic Fairy Tales. In what it says here, someone's obviously done some research that on the 18th of November 1995, I went, actually with John Savage, the writer, to see David Bowie play at Wembley Arena on his Outside tour. I like that Outside album. And afterwards, we were invited backstage and we met someone I'd never met before, David Bowie. And I said to him, why didn't you release Hello, Spaceboy, the track from his new album, as a single, because it's sort of got that sort of potential? And he turned around to the person who was listening and said, see, because he also thought the same thing. And then he said, maybe you guys should remix it. Anyway, to my amazement, 2 days later, David Bowie called me up and said, would you remix the song? And I said, well, I have to ask Chris, you know. Anyway, and so he said we would do, and a few days later even, we were in Mayfair Studios in London remixing Hello, Spaceboy, and Chris pointed out that it only had one verse, and so we needed another verse. And he said, why don't you do what David Bowie does and cut up the lyrics? So we decided to cut up the lyrics of Space Oddity. So consequently, we created the third song in the Major Tom trilogy of Space Oddity, Ashes to Ashes, and now Hello, Spaceboy. And then David Bowie phoned up to say, how's it going? And I said, we'd done this. And he didn't sound very happy. He said, I better come into the studio, I think. And he came in, and then when he heard it, he loved it. And I'd sung a guide vocal, but he said, you've got to keep your guide vocal in. So it turned into a Pet Shop Boys David Bowie duet, and we ended up doing it on the Brits Awards and on top of the Pops, and it was all an amazing experience. So let's have a listen to it.
Spaceboy, you're sleeping now. Your silhouette is so stationary. You're released, but your custody goes. And I wanna be free. Don't you wanna be free? Do you like girls or boys? It's confusing these days, but moon dust will cover you, cover you. So bye bye love, yeah bye bye love. Hello Spaceboy, this chaos is killing me. Hello Spaceboy.
Ground to major, bye bye Tom. Death the circuit, countdown drum. Planet Earth is control on. Do you wanna be free? Don't you wanna be free?
Do you like girls or boys? It's confusing these days, but moon dust will cover you, cover you. So bye bye love, yeah bye bye love. Hello Spaceboy. Hello Spaceboy. You're sleeping now. This chaos is killing me. This chaos is killing me. So bye bye love. Yeah, bye bye love.
Do you wanna be free?
Yes, I wanna be free. Hello, Spaceboy. You're sleeping now. Do you like girls or boys? It's confusing these days, but moon dust will cover you, cover you. So bye bye love, yeah bye bye love.
was our remix of David Bowie's Hello, Spaceboy. The next record is a mix that Michael Mayer of Kompakt did for us of our song Flamboyant. I really love this. And basically, he used samples of all of our old records and made this new piece of music. And I didn't realise he'd done that until he told us. Here it is.
You live in a world of excess, where more is more and less is much less. A day without fame is a waste, and a question of need is a question of taste. You're so flamboyant, the way you look, it gets you so much attention. You're so employment is getting more. You want police intervention. You're so flamboyant, the way you live. You really care that they stare in the press. Deployment is always there. It's what you do for enjoyment. You live in a time of decay, when the worth of man is how much he can play. Every day all the public must know where you are, what you do, 'cause your life is a show. And you're so flamboyant, the way you live, and it's not even demeaning. You're so flamboyant, it's like a drug. You used to give your life meaning. You're so flamboyant, the way you look, it gets you so much attention. You're so employment is getting more. You want police intervention. Every actor needs an audience. Every action is a performance. It all takes courage, you know, which is crossing the street. Well, it's almost heroic. You're so flamboyant. Flamboyant. So flamboyant. There you are on another preview. In a pose, the artist in you. To look so loud, maybe consider tacky. Collectors wear black clothes by Isiniac. He is so flamboyant, the way you look, it gets you so much attention. You're so employment is getting more. You want police intervention. You're so flamboyant, you really care they stare in the press. Deployment is always there. It's what you do for enjoyment. You're so flamboyant.
Six Music's artist in residence with Pet Shop Boys.
You are insanely alive. You light me up. You light me up. You are insanely alive. You light me up. You light me up. You are insanely
following the Michael Mayer Kompakt mix of Flamboyant by us, that was our remix of Wolfgang Tillmans' Insanely Alive single. Wolfgang Tillmans is an artist we've known for many years. He actually did a video for us in 2002 for Home and Dry. And we spent a bit of time in Berlin, and Wolfgang lives there as well. And in fact, he's always had a lot of interest in music and in DJing. And he's the only person allowed to photograph at Berghain nightclub in Berlin. And also in the Panorama Bar, they always have an artwork by Wolfgang up there. But one day we were having dinner, and he was talking about making music. And Chris, you got him started, I think, making music.
Well, I think he'd made music before, but I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I just said, I don't know why you don't do it yourself.
You told him what gear to get or something.
Yeah, and it set him on a path of making music.
Of which that, Insanely Live, is a single. Right, and the next track is Miserablism, which of course inspired last night's Miserablism playlist on this show. But this is mixed by Moby. Chris, I think you chose Moby for this.
Well, I always liked Go, but who didn't?
Who didn't?
It was huge in the clubs for them, wasn't it?
You always liked rave Moby, not sort of ambient Moby, didn't you?
I didn't like his gospel. Was it what?
Yeah.
He sort of discovered a load of old tapes somewhere,
Yeah, that's
didn't he?
right,
But
yeah.
I liked Moby when he was doing
And he was a raver.
banging house music,
Yeah.
basically. I'm looking forward to hearing this because I can't remember it.
And neither can I, actually. So let's all have a voyage of discovery with the Moby mix of Miserablism.
impossible scheme, and love an imperceptible dream. You know life is an impossible scheme, and love an imperceptible dream. Relax.
Well, that was really good, wasn't it?
What's wrong with Moby being ambient?
I really enjoyed that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next track is our mix of Claptone, Queen of Ice. I don't know how this came about. Someone must have asked us to do
I
one.
think Claptone did. Who is or are Claptone?
Well, he's a DJ in Ibiza every year at Pasha, I think.
And
it is.
he did a remix for us of something like Vocal.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He also wears a mask all the time, Venetian death masks that we've also...
Well, we've all worn
but
a
he
death
wears a
mask.
gold one.
Yeah. Ours weren't, yeah.
Anyway, this was a ballad on the Claptone album, and we sort of turned it into a pop dance track kind of thing. Actually, there were a couple of different mixes, and this is a 7-inch mix. And it features someone called Dizzy on vocal, who I think sounds a bit like Billie Eilish.
Also features me on vocals.
Well, of course, if you get a remix from us, you also get Neil thrown in,
You're
whether you
stuck
want
with
it or
me.
not.
She's just stuck with it.
You're getting it.
I wanted to grow older. I wanted to breathe in. Let the world fall off my shoulders. Gravity pull on my skin. But everything is right now. And they buried me in sin. And I bet they think I'm dead now. But I'm not ready to give in. So I go left right, jump right, sleep with one eye in the night. Appease my appetite. I'm the lion, you're the mice. Now look up to the sky, the calm before the dynamite. So I just set the fire when you know that I'm the queen of ice. Left right, jump right, sleep with one eye in the night. Appease my appetite. I'm the lion, you're the mice. Now look up to the sky, the calm before the dynamite. So I just set the fire when you know that I'm the queen of ice. And I wanted to breathe in. I'm a gun inside a holster, the widow to my innocence. And I'm frothing at the mouth. Let the venom sink on in. And I'm bearing all my teeth now, while the adrenaline kicks in. And I go left, right, jump right, sleep with one eye in the night. Appease my appetite. I'm the lion, you're the mice. Now look up to the sky, the calm before the dynamite. So I just set the fire when you know that I'm the queen of ice. Left, right, jump right, sleep with one eye in the night. Appease my appetite. I'm the lion, you're the mice. Now look up to the sky, the calm before the dynamite. So I just set the fire when you know that I'm the queen of ice. So I go left, right, jump right, sleep with one eye in the night. Appease my appetite. I'm the lion, you're the mice. Now look up to the sky, the calm before the dynamite. So I just set the fire when you know that I'm the queen of ice. Left, right, jump right, sleep with one eye in the night. Appease my appetite. I'm the lion, you're the mice. Now look up to the sky, the calm before the dynamite. So I just set the fire when you know that I'm the queen of ice.
Did you get what you want? Do you know what it is? Is he better than me? Was it your place or his? Did you think it was wrong? Do you find that it's worse? Has it gone too long? Do you mind that it hurts? You're breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Was it cracking the code or just filling in time? So then why'd you go back to the scene of the crime? Shall I take further blame or another assault? Then we'll get to the fact that it's always my fault. breaking my heart, breaking my what you want, do you know what it is? Is he better than me? Was it your place or his? Did you think it was wrong? Do you find that it's worse? Has it gone on too long? Do you mind that it hurts? You're breaking my heart, breaking my
That was I Don't Know What You Want, but I Can't Give It Anymore, one of our longest song titles, in the Peter Rauhofer Roxy Anthem mix. And before that, the Pet Shop Boys 7-inch mix of Claptone, Queen of Ice. The mix of I Don't Know What You Want, we liked so much, actually, we put in our live show. So when we played Glastonbury in the year 2000, that summer festival show opened with that track. We actually tried to make a record with Peter Rauhofer of a version of the Barry White record, Kitsch. But it didn't work out. And all the way through the sessions in New York, Peter Rauhofer kept saying, but I want to do break. He was Austrian, so this is my Austrian accent imitation. But I want you to do Break for Love. Break for Love. It must be so good with you singing this, Neil. Break for Love. And finally, on day 5, as Kitsch was just a total disaster, he said, oh, all right, we'll do Break for Love. And actually, it was rather good.
It turned out very well.
We put it out, he put it out. And sadly, he's no longer with us. He died in 2013, but he was a lovely guy. Now, we go back to our rock product range, don't we, Chris?
Well, hot on the heels of our
Paul Weller
remix, we were lucky enough to get to do an Noel Gallagher remix, and we bump into him quite often, and really nice bloke. Actually, I'd quite like to go to the Chiltern Firehouse one night with Noel, if he's listening. He can always invite me, guys. Because I'm worried I wouldn't get in. And
Chris has never been to the Chiltern
I've never
Firehouse.
been, and the embarrassment of not getting past the security would just be devastating. So if he is listening to this, it'd be quite nice to go out for a night out with Noel. Anyway, it was a thrill to do this for him. It's our mix of Think of a Number, and it's we called it the Magic Eye remix. Why did we call it that?
I think it's a reference to a lyric in the song.
Okay.
And of course, I sing this again.
Well, that's a surprise, isn't it?
The producer's asking when was the first time I sang on one of our remixes. About, 16, 17 years ago, we remixed the song Sorry from Madonna. And in the song, she's saying, please don't say you're sorry. So I had this idea, we put a bit in where I played the boyfriend. And so there was a big intro. Then I go, I'm sorry, so sorry. I think that was the first time I sang in a remix.
shadows on the wall outside under the moonlight. I never felt so small because you were my hero, and you left, took your bow. So let's head into tomorrow. We gotta get out of the now.
Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Think of a Number, the Pet Shop Boys Magic Eye remix. What that actually is in the vaults is a much more stomping Pet Shop Boys remix that hasn't seen the light of day yet, but maybe it will do. I think that worked out pretty well anyway. The next record is a remix done by MK for us in, I think, 1993 of the song Can You Forgive Her. MK's an interesting career because he was a very cool DJ in the early 90s, and then he sort of went away, and then he came back again. And I remember a friend of mine whose son is a DJ, he's quite a cool DJ actually, said, can you get him a copy of the MK Bicycle dub of Can You Forgive Her, because it's a really cool record nowadays and you can't buy it. So, simply inspired by that, we're going to give it a listen.
Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night bicycle. Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night pain. Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night bicycle. Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night pain. Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night bicycle. Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night pain. Tillmans mit your pain. Tillmans night bicycle. Tillmans mit your pain.
Well, that was a brilliant mix there by MK.
You can see why it's still cool.
Yeah, that stood the test of time, hasn't it? It sounds very contemporary, that. Anyway, the next one we're going to play is the Shep Pettibone master mix of Love Comes Quickly, which was one of the first mixes he did for us after West End Girls.
Yeah. We made an album of remixes in 1986 called Disco, and this was on it. I mean, in 1986, the way a mix like this would have been done is we would have had a copy of the multi-track of the Stephen Hague production of Love Comes Quickly. It would be copied and then flown over by courier to New York, where Shep was working, and then he'd have synced it with a new multi-track and kept the parts he wanted from the original, and then with his keyboard player put on his own parts. And then in those days he used to edit them, so he used to edit sections down to half-inch tape and then stick them together. We once worked with the Latin Rascals, who were sort of famous for this, and they would work out how long a beat was on a piece of half-inch tape. And so they would put it together simply with edits. They could make a new piece of music using pieces of a mix. It was really quite an incredible thing to see.
They used to do this whilst watching television.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think Shep was watching television there. So he's done a lot of his own work on this mix.
Sooner or later, this happens to everyone. To everyone.
Classic Shep Pettibone mix there. That was Love Comes Quickly. Here's Mastermix. The next track's by a more recent DJ remix producer, and it's Solomun, who made one of my favourite records in, 2019? His remix of Agoria, You're Not Alone. I've never actually seen him DJ. I went to Pasha specifically to see him DJ, but because I'm so old now, and he was coming on so late, I left before he came on, which is a bit annoying. But I've watched him DJ many times on YouTube clips, and he's so cool. He reminds me a bit of Arthur Baker, the way he looks and the way he moves and everything. Anyway, he did this really good mix for us of Dancing Star.
St. Petersburg, the world wanted you, how bright you shone, and still shine now, although you're gone. Dancing star, that's what you are, keep so wrong, you're a dancing star, dancing star, more power than a song, yes you are, you're a dancing star.
From 2024, that was Solomun's excellent remix of Pet Shop Boys' single Dancing Star from our latest album, because you've got to plug the album nonetheless. Well, we're coming to the end of the week, so we're about to play the last track.
Thanks for listening over the last 4 nights. It's been a blast.
Just to remind you what we've done, Show 1 had a queer theme. Show 2 dealt with producers that we've worked with and why we work with them. Show 3 tackled the beauty of miserablism in music. And tonight we've been playing remixes of us and by us.
The previous shows are all available via the BBC Sounds app, which is a really good app, by the way. And this one will be up there soon.
And in the meantime, we'd like to leave you with this magnificently titled remix by the Trouser enthusiasts. This is Pet Shop Boys from 1997, Red Letter Day, Trouser Autoerotic Decapitation mix.
Sounds sick, doesn't it?
Thanks for listening.